Hey guys, David Costello here from Recruiting Ninja, and I wanted to spend just a few minutes and go over a nice LinkedIn strategy that you can do to help connect with realtors in your space. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into groups and I'm going to search realtors. You can search realtors in your area. You can see a couple coming up, Wisconsin realtors, Massachusetts realtors, Houston realtors. There should be a major one in your area. If not, you can go and create that group and start marketing through there. So I would suggest you find a group in your area that realtors are already connecting with on LinkedIn. And if they're not there, go ahead and create that group and start driving realtors towards that group. It can act as your resource hub and as a way to connect with other realtors, provide value-added information, share articles of interest, and do things like that. And if you create the group, you actually get to facilitate introductions. You have that list. You can always email that list or connect with that list. You essentially own that group. But if not, you can always just join one. So, if I go into something like the Massachusetts Association of Realtors and I click join and they'll let me in, what I recommend doing is entering the group. And for those that aren't familiar with your group, you can just click join. You can be a member. You can actually look. You can click their member list right here and see some dynamics of their membership. Who are the managers? The website, items like that. What I'll do is I'll actually scroll down and I'll go into one of the groups that I belong to, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Let's see. Perfect. So I'll go into this Accounting Today group, and I'll show you exactly what I mean when you click the membership. So I can click. They have 7,300 members here. It's going to bring up information about that company, top contributors. You can go in discussions, promotions, jobs. I'm going to go back to the main page. It's going to come up here in a second. And if I scroll down, this is kind of like the hidden LinkedIn group item right here, which is it can give you stats on the type of people in that group. So when you click see all members, you can dive in and see exactly who's posting there, the top people from that. You can get, I'm just going to click the I right here, get more information, how long it's been around. Again, you can see the member count. You should be able to dive in and get a feel for the group. And so what you want to do is of course, if there's any question that's posed in that group, you can of course answer it, and I do recommend that you answer it. If you are an expert in referrals, then click open this post and answer a question about referrals. But this is something you can type in your group. What's attention. Well, we'll assume it's realtors in the group. What's one thing you wish brokers would provide, right? And you put some details in here. What's one thing you wish brokers provided more of that would help accelerate your career? Example, accountability groups, tech training, etc. Right? You put that in there and you can post it with the group. You can share it. And this isn't a one-all be-all. I suggest joining a few different groups, and you can post that in here. And think about the mindset here. We're trying to think of what, how can we engage with that community and start building a nice dialogue, a nice discussion, right? And all the information they provide here is great marketing and sales material. It's great information for your business. You know what the realtors in that marketplace are attracted to, what they're thinking about. Is it accountability? Maybe some will talk about something that was implemented in their career, and it's done, a tremendous job. You could, so this is one example, right? Another one could be you call out, attention, six-figure earners, six-figure brokers, six-figure realtors. And you can have a call to action for apply to be interviewed. Or apply to be interviewed on our leading podcast. Attention six-figure interviews, looking for people to interview. And the concept behind this one is, connect with the top performers in your marketplace and interview them, record those interviews, and share that with up-and-coming agents in your area, right? So if you're talking with, multi-six-figure real estate agents in your area, you can interview them, and as you interview them, record it and send it off to up-and-coming agents. Now, again, this is dependent on who you're trying to recruit. If you're trying to recruit up-and-coming agents, great tactic. Interview the top performers, hand it off to your up-and-coming agents, right? If you're going for a high-performance one, then it can certainly get you in front of them and get the conversation going. But then, again, to pass along that information to other agents. So, the real goal here is to join a group and try to figure out how to get discussions going, how to engage with the group, right? So you're not going to come here and post, just about your company and make it a blatant sales pitch, right? It's about starting a conversation. If you find a piece of content that you feel would help the community, post it here and put a little discussion around it. What you think, like this guy was talking about the value of referrals. Somebody else was talking about, marketing tactics that they use to grow their business, right? So these are all discussions, and we're under that discussions tab for that reason. So real quick, you just want to go up to the search bar. You want to make sure, groups, and you type in realtors. You can type in your area, Wisconsin, whatever it may be. Go in, connect with those groups, start discussions. If you're thinking about creating materials for up-and-coming agents, I would suggest, putting a topic here where you're looking to interview six-figure earners, right? Everybody likes to be interviewed. They like to be told that their knowledge base is valuable for up-and-coming agents, and you want to highlight them as top performers in the marketplace. And you're going to use this to pass it along to agents that are coming up. If you're worried about competition, then maybe you word it a bit differently, right? If they're worried, I don't want to share it with you because the market's too competitive and I don't want people learning my secrets. Okay, well, you can always say, if you say anything on the interview and you don't feel comfortable sharing with it afterwards, just let me know and I won't post the interview, and I'll always give you a final option, before it goes live, before we write a blog post about it or before we put it up on YouTube, anything like that. But you'll be surprised how often that the six-figure earners and people that are really A-player agents will share information and enjoy doing so. So this is just a brief video on LinkedIn, engaging with groups. If you have any questions, you can always email me, david@zany.com. Thanks again for tuning in, and look forward to connecting with you all soon. Thanks.